The Beast has returned, and with his reappearance, the entire WWE universe has been turned on its head. Brock Lesnar, the alpha predator of sports entertainment, made a thunderous and unexpected comeback during Monday Night Raw, sending shockwaves across the wrestling world. Without any warning, Lesnar stormed the ring and made an immediate impact by delivering a brutal F5 to none other than John Cena, leaving the legendary superstar in a crumpled heap in the center of the ring. The crowd was left stunned, not just by the sheer force of Lesnar's return but by what came next. Lesnar, full of rage and purpose, didn't stop with Cena. He turned his sights on Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, calling both of them out by name with fire in his eyes and vengeance on his mind. Just when things seemed like they couldn't get any more chaotic, an even more jaw-dropping moment occurred. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso made their way to the ring. The atmosphere instantly shifted. Every fan watching, whether in the arena or at home, knew they were witnessing something historic. The Tribal Chief and the Beast incarnate, two men with a deep, bitter, and violent history, now stood mere feet apart. And beside Roman stood Jey Uso, his once loyal bloodline brother, signaling that something massive might be unfolding. Was this an attempt at an alliance? Was Roman reaching out to his most feared adversary for help? Or could it be a setup, a psychological play by Reigns to lure Lesnar into a trap? The possibilities are endless, and the speculation is running wild. There's no denying it, whatever happens next is going to redefine the very foundation of WWE. So if you thought the road to SummerSlam was wild, brace yourself. The journey from here on out promises to be even more unpredictable. And you're not going to want to miss a second of it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the like button if you want to stay up to date with every twist, turn, and betrayal in this unfolding saga. But before we dive deeper into what this all could mean, let's take a moment to thank the incredible sponsors who make this content possible. If you're a fan of the Tribal Chief, check out the all-new Roman Reigns OTC1 action figures, stylish limited edition t-shirts, and the sleek October 1st sneakers, perfect for any member of the WWE universe who wants to show respect to the head of the table. And for those who support the USO legacy, don't miss Jey Uso's iconic, 4 letters, 1 word, T, a must-have for any die-hard fan. Plus, Jacob Fatu's all gas, no brains merch line is available now, showcasing the unfiltered energy of one of the most intense wrestlers on the scene today. You'll find all the links down below in the description, so don't miss your chance to represent your favorites and support the channel at the same time. Back to the story, WWE is still feeling the aftershocks of a wild and chaotic SummerSlam. The night was filled with twists, but none more shocking than the moment when Seth Rollins, after months of faking an injury and playing the long game, finally cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. The victim, a battered and bruised CM Punk, who had already gone through a war that night. The cash-in was shocking enough, but the real betrayal came when Paul Heyman, the genius strategist who spent years building the empire known as the Bloodline, turned his back on Roman Reigns. In a moment that left fans speechless, Heyman aligned himself with Seth Rollins, marking the beginning of a terrifying new alliance. And Heyman didn't stop there. Alongside Rollins, he brought in Braun Breaker, one of the most physically dominant forces in recent memory, and the monstrous Bronson Reed. Together, they've formed a faction that's quickly becoming one of the most dangerous in WWE history. Roman Reigns, who once had the entire company under his thumb, now finds himself isolated, betrayed, and fighting against overwhelming odds. The bloodline as we knew it is shattered. Solo Sikoa has taken what remains and tried to rebuild it, bringing in powerful allies like Tomatanga, Tongaloa, and the powerhouse Jeff Cobb. But even with these reinforcements, the odds are still stacked against Roman. Seth Rollins has the Money in the Bank briefcase, Heyman's unmatched tactical mind, Breaker's raw strength, and Reed's unforgiving power. Roman is not just outnumbered, he's being hunted. And that's where Brock Lesnar comes in. Lesnar is a wildcard, a force of nature, the one man who could change everything, either by standing with Roman in a desperate bid for survival or by turning on him once again and finishing what he started years ago. Lesnar's motivations are never simple. He doesn't form alliances easily, and he doesn't play by anyone's rules. The question is, what does he want this time? Now picture this. Monday Night Raw is nearing its end. The lights go dark just after Lesnar has laid waste to John Cena. The crowd is still buzzing, unsure of what they just witnessed. Then, Seth Rollins' music hits. The Visionary walks out to the ramp, flanked by Paul Heyman. He's smirking, oozing confidence, and taunting Lesnar from a distance. Heyman, as smug as ever, stands beside him like a proud mastermind watching his plan unfold. In the ring, Lesnar glares at them, unflinching. The crowd holds its breath. And then, without warning, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso step into the ring behind Lesnar. The building erupts. Roman doesn't speak. He doesn't need to. He stares directly at Lesnar, eyes locked, silent but intense. Jey looks tense, clearly uncertain but ready for whatever comes next. The tension is nearly unbearable. Are they making a truce? Is Roman offering a partnership in exchange for Lesnar's brute force? Or is this all a setup to take Lesnar out once and for all? Slowly, Lesnar's face twists into a knowing smirk. The screen cuts to black. No answers. Just questions. Endless questions. And now, WWE fans everywhere are scrambling to make sense of it all. Brock Lesnar isn't a man who moves without purpose. Every appearance, every action, is part of a bigger strategy, even if only he knows what it is. Let's not forget that Paul Heyman was once his closest ally, guiding his career with ruthless precision, before betraying him for Roman. And now, in a stunning twist, Heyman has betrayed Roman as well. Is Heyman orchestrating a massive power play from behind the scenes? Could this all be part of an even deeper game of deception and control? Is Brock seeking revenge against Heyman for abandoning him? Or is he preparing to tear through the entire WWE roster to reclaim his dominance, regardless of who stands in his way? We want to hear your thoughts. Could Brock be the unlikely ally that Roman desperately needs, or is he about to add Roman Reigns to his long list of victims? Is this the beginning of a super faction to take down Rollins and Heyman, or are we heading toward an even bloodier civil war inside WWE? One thing is certain, nothing is safe, and no one is untouchable when Brock Lesnar is involved. So drop your theories, predictions, and wildest guesses in the comments section below. And if you want to stay locked in as this insane story unfolds, trust us, there are more shocks coming. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Because when Brock Lesnar steps back into the ring, all bets are off, and absolutely anything can happen. Let the chaos begin.